तो हाय गाइस, वेलकम टू अनदर एपिसोड ऑफ देसी फुटबॉल बैंटर। मेरे साथ आज हैं आशीष एंड अंकुश, जो कि हैं यूनाइटेड फैंस, यूनाइटेड रिप्रेजेंट। डिड यू वॉच द यूरोस? वेर यू फॉलोइंग द यूरोस क्लोजली?
हाँ, देखा यूरोस, देखा कोपा, देखा थैंकफुली वन टूर्नामेंट जिसका टाइमिंग अच्छा रहा, शाम में रात में मैचेस होते थे, तो कोपा डिसेंटली फॉलो कर लिया। यूरोस तो ऑब्वियसली फॉलो किया ही। या इट वाज फन। ज्यादा बोर नहीं हुए, दैट्स द गुड थिंग अबाउट दिस।
सपोर्ट किसको कर रहे थे यूरोस में?
यार, आई एम अ ह्यूज रोनाल्डो फैन, सो पोर्चुगल। Other than that, I have some inclination towards Germany. Really, इतना कुछ नहीं है कि ओ हार गए तो दिल टूट गया, ये हो गया वो हो गया. But I have some inclination towards Germany just because of like I used to like Philipp Lahm, Michael Ballack, all of those guys. Or Portugal just literally because of Ronaldo.
साउथगेट तो जा रहा है. हैप्पी विद दिस पीस ऑफ न्यूज या लीस्ट बॉदर्ड?
Least bothered, man. Least bothered.
Yeah.
Least bothered because his tactics and his gameplay was as significant as his whole coaching career. And वो सेम इंग्लैंड स्क्वाड के साथ ऐसा टैक्टिक्स खेलोगे तो भाई तुम फाइनल पे ही जाके चुप करोगे. लाइक कब तक छुपोगे? And finally you get caught out by a good team. Right?
It's the thing is, वो भी कोई अपना बंदा ही दोबारा लाएंगे. It's like even if they have a choice to get a decent good coach, they'll probably just go for some English manager. Really, nothing really. No.
कुछ हो नहीं सकता, उनका कुछ नहीं हो सकता, है ना? Our agenda is to discuss how United के players fared basically in Copa and in Euros. Mostly in Euros. Copa तो मैं ज़्यादा follow नहीं कर पाया because India में telecast नहीं हो रहा था. What I'll do is I will tell you the name of the players, United के players. ठीक है? आप लोगों को rate करना है, ठीक है? On a scale of 1 to 10. So we'll start with Scott McTominay.
The few games he played, obviously Scott McTominay से as United में जैसा होता है वैसे ही Scotland में he gave his all. Decent player, gives his best on the pitch, gives everything. अब जितना है उसकी capability उस हिसाब से he does well. I'll just really give him like a solid 6.5.
No, I'll give it a 5, man. Like Scotland के लिए he has been very he has been very prolific in the past. He is their prime player alongside Robertson, right? So we expected him to be more better on the pitch and like more mobile on the pitch. नहीं था, energy down थी. Performances against Germany was very bad. Obviously, the red card changed everything. But we didn't expect this performance from McTominay overall, and quite limited capabilities है in a poor defensive squad. So obviously he'll get caught out, right? आप कब तक आगे खेलते रहोगे? Even if you don't track back, he didn't do that in this Euros. I would give it a 5 out of 10. I expect more of a McTominay from considering what he's done in United with his limited capabilities. 5 for me.
So 5 and 6.5. So average होके round up होके it comes to around 6. Christian Eriksen.
Considering his heart attack last Euros, considering his age, considering his fitness, he was playing as a back, like a behind the striker role this time for Denmark. And kudos to him, man. He was playing with full energy. He was making some good passes. He scored the goal as well. But Denmark didn't do much like overall as a team. But for Eriksen, I think he played decent. I would give him a 6.5 or 7 out of 10 because he was there in the team of the week in the first game week in the Euro.
Second game week, I think. Second game week, yeah.
First game week, yeah.
Goal भी मारा था वो, yeah.
But I would give him a 6.5 on this one, Eriksen. Yeah.
For me, he's gonna be a 7. He was literally the only bright spark in that Denmark team for me. And given the fact that वो उसी स्टेडियम में आके खेलना, you know, इसी competition में आके खेलना after whatever happened last time. So उसके लिए मैं उसको एक आधा point extra दूंगा. So 7 for me. United के लिए भी he was decent in his first season. Last season थोड़ा सा, you know, last season तो पूरी team ही, you know.
But you know he played with more energy this time for Denmark than he played for United.
थोड़ा free role भी मिला था ना, you get that.
He was looking really bright, to be honest.
Bright क्यों? There's a reason for being bright. Now he was not asked to track back and fall behind to support the defense.
Yeah.
That he was supposed to be doing like a deep playmaker, like a Toni Kroos role. He was playing at United. It's not suiting him based on his fitness anymore. He is not the same player anymore. I mean.
तो एरिक्सन को इस साल आप लोग रखने का सोच रहे हो?
नहीं, sell him. He's going to be sold. He's going to be sold.
Fair.
Yeah.
Fair. तो rating I think round of 7 ही हो रहा है हम लोग का for Christian Eriksen. The next player we have on the list is Højlund. ठीक है.
All right. Yeah.
I will go
Højlund.
first. Yeah,
Go for it.
I had high hopes from him this
Mhm.
this tournament, and he disappointed, man. I'm gonna be really honest. He disappointed. मुझे था he will do really well. It was a decent season with United. Like don't get goals हैं उसके for first season in a United squad that was like struggling.
Yeah.
और sole striker backup पे Martial जो basically non-existent.
Without any service ऊपर से.
He had a very decent season with United और मुझे था कि Euros में he will do well, he will shine. Very disappointed. You can maybe argue ठीक है Denmark का setup भी ऐसा नहीं था, but man, I thought he would at least have like a couple of goals here and there.
है ना, shots भी नहीं लिए, like
shots on target भी नहीं है. Yeah.
One shot. One shot.
भी easy सा miss कर दिया था एक game में, उसके बहुत उसके बहुत ज़्यादा शोर मचा था. So I'm very disappointed from him. Qualification भी it was good. He did well in the qualifiers. So I thought he's going to be that bright spark for Denmark, but it ended up being Eriksen actually.
Exactly.
5.5 just because I really like that player. Just 5.5 really. Very disappointing. Very disappointing.
Yeah, for me, I made the point. Like you have just one or two shots the whole Euros. It says how bad of a tournament you had. Considering he's our lad, he's our young prodigy. Like he's a young signing, right? We're looking forward to him to shine in United, and we have high expectations. And he was again doing like the same, falling behind and just supporting the striker, but actually not playing as a target man. I would give him I will be very harsh, man. Like 3 out of 10, man. No goals, very few shots. 3 out of 10. So sorry, Højlund.
3 and 5.5 इसका I think round up होके I think 4.5 का रेटिंग हो रहा है ना, 4.5 का रेटिंग. I think थोड़ा हार्श होना बनता है because see even मैं as a neutral भी ना, मेरे को Højlund पसंद है, ठीक है. तो
we all love
and we all मतलब सबको एक्सपेक्ट कर रहा था कि यूरोज में कोई एक यंग स्ट्राइकर आके मतलब फोड़ के चला जाएगा, बट इट डिडंट हैपन. वो सेस्को भी नहीं किया, हॉयलैंड भी नहीं किया. एंड व्हेन यू प्ले फॉर अ ह्यूज क्लब लाइक यूनाइटेड, तो एक्सपेक्टेशंस आती हैं उसके साथ में. सो द नेक्स्ट प्लेयर वी हैव ऑन द लिस्ट इज ऑल्टाई बाइंडर, द गोलकीपर. बाइंडर आई थिंक डिड वेल यार, मतलब एक मैच खेला है.
वो ओन गोल को छोड़ के आई थिंक ही वाज, उसमें भी उसकी मुझे नहीं लगता गलती थी इतनी जितनी जो बैक पास किया था डिफेंडर ने. आई थिंक he was decent, man.
ठीक है. I mean, even the save was not by that same guy, right, when they were in the quarterfinals. So ठीक है. I mean, he got his limited chances. जितना किया.
Exactly. Yeah.
6 से ज्यादा नहीं दे सकता.
I'll go for a average 6, like
6 is fair. Moving on to Diego Dalot.
खेला भी था मुझे. हाँ खेला था ना.
खेला.
First game.
He started the first game and couple of games came from the bench.
सब में आया, 2 games में.
सब में आया था. And I think overall Portugal team as a team effective नहीं लग रही थी. So that kind of he was not given that freedom to actually go that forward as Nuno Mendes did. Nuno Mendes had a better Euros than Dalot. And that kind of affected their potency from the right hand side. I mean, उसको chance ही नहीं मिला. पहले गेम में आप उसको third center back try कर रहे हो. Like he's not a center back. That was a blunder tactically. So क्या ही बोल सकते हैं. 5.5, 6 की Dalot का performance बोल सकते हैं.
I'll be a little harsh just because अच्छे season से आ रहा था and I know he played in the qualifiers. So I was expecting कि वो थोड़ा fight मारेगा. Given the fact that बातें हो रही थी कि João Cancelo को just before the Euros, people was like Diego Dalot को डालो in the team, you know, instead of João Cancelo. But I know people will say कि उसको इतना खिलाया नहीं, मौका नहीं दिया. But I guess at the end of the day, you have to kind of earn it on the training.
Yeah.
I expected more from him. I'll give him a 5.5.
Okay, तो 5.5 6 राउंड ऑफ होके भी 6 हो रहा है. ठीक है, चलो. So the next player we have is Bruno Fernandes. चलो.
I'm going to be very harsh. Bruno you broke my heart, man. You disappointed me so much. Like, गुस्सा भी नहीं है, it's hurt.
है ना?
He was, I had very high expectations, very high, and बनता भी है from a player like Bruno. बनता भी है. You can argue, यार बहुत खेला पूरा season, tired ये वो.
And it was applicable to all players. ऐसा कोई नहीं, उसके लिए कोई exception नहीं था, है ना?
सभी खेले हैं बहुत. I was utterly disappointed. There were times जहाँ उसकी decision making इतनी खराब थी. I was surprised at times कि ये Bruno ही है, ये अपना Bruno है.
I'm watching the same player play on the pitch.
He was at times he was non-existent. At times when he was even coming on the ball, it was wrong passes. And then जब उसके ऐसे जब वो click नहीं ना होता, he gets frustrated. He just gets very agitated. और वो फिर उसके गेम में और दिखता है. And then उन मैचेस में कंटिन्यू होता रहता है. So उस टाइम पे ना at times I feel like उसको ब्रेक चाहिए. उसको ब्रेक दे दो एक आधा गेम की ना, कि चल तू बैठ, तू आराम कर. And I think maybe that could have helped. Like one of the group stages, he was off, right? He didn't play the last game.
Last game नहीं खेला था.
Last game में नहीं खेला था.
So I thought, chalo, in knockouts, we'll see a different Bruno. He's fresh. He's got some rest and all that. No, bro. Very disappointing. Very disappointing. Yeah. I'm gonna say 4. When I have high expectations from a player and they perform like that, I get.
Even. No, makes sense. Even like KDB had a very poor tournament, right? Considering the pedigree these players have. I would still give him a 5 and 5.5. Why? Because I think he held the ball a lot. He was moving the ball around, but वो ज़्यादा effective नहीं था. But at least keeping the position around, वो गलत position पे खेल रहा है. He is not that third midfielder in that 4-3-3. He is that exact center scam 10, number 10, right? तो जब तक वो position में नहीं खेलेगा, he will never flourish, right? And he will always face that same criticism कि why is he deep? But अगर coach का setup ही है वैसा कि he will play deep, तो उस पे ब्रूनो कुछ कर नहीं सकता. But having said that, his passes were very wayward. I will agree with you, Ankush. Like wayward passes थे, misplaced passes थे, effective नहीं थे. Rather, Bernardo Silva had a better tournament than Bruno for Portugal, right? Considering Bernardo Silva played almost every game for City in such a long season, that's not an excuse that he was tired. You have to turn up for your national team, and it was disappointing. So you give 4.5, I'll give a 5 on this one. Yeah.
तो ब्रूनो को आप लोग मिला के 5 दे रहे हो, तो वो
मेरा एक्चुअली 4 था.
He just gave a 0.5.
0.5 दूंगा मैं उसको.
नहीं, he was not bad.
इसके कई मैचेस में he was dropping way too deep. I agree with you.
है ना?
बहुत ज्यादा deep drop.
Unnecessary.
जो remember कई बार Ten Hag करता था मैचेस में कि ब्रूनो kind of like वो quarterback role की.
टोनी क्रूज, सबको बनना है टोनी क्रूज, नहीं बन सकते भाई.
It's not, it doesn't work like that. Bruno वो नहीं है player. He likes to be involved around the ball.
Exactly, you are asking something from a player which is not like. सब टोनी क्रूज नहीं बन सकते, सब ऑनरे पर्लो नहीं बन सकते. It's a fact. So just move on and play him where he wants to actually.
Do you think it is down to somewhat Roberto Martinez का decision making है ना? Somewhat to be blamed है ना?
The whole team setup है ना? And Ronaldo was the best player for Portugal in the Euros. When he was actually tipped for people not starting this game, he was the best player in the tournament.
Groups में तो definitely, knockouts में मैं
no, he redeemed himself.
I'd say Pepe.
Pepe तो बढ़िया
है ना?
और
Pepe and Diego Costa, ये दोनों.
Diego Costa, yeah, I was about to say Diego Costa, or otherwise Pepe if you want to choose a player. But Portugal के साथ just एक चीज और quickly add करूँगा. They are very lucky to have Ronaldo in the team because सबसे blame हट जाता है और सब कुछ Ronaldo
उसके ऊपर आ जाता है.
That
good point.
Manager, those players are very lucky.
So before we go on to Kobe Mainoo, let's quickly talk about Luke Shaw.
The 1.5 games he played, I'll give a 7, man. 7.5. I mean, if you see first half में Lamine Yamal was struggling to even get past him. Luke Shaw was taking the ball away from him. Luke Shaw was much more quicker than him. Lamine Yamal उसको track भी नहीं कर पा रहा था. There was one moment where Lamine had to go back to center and cut back in, and Nico Williams had to go to challenge Luke Shaw. But I think what happened in that game was after 60th minute, he dropped gas, and that's where Lamine flourished. So
Yeah.
तभी वो tactically miss हो गया, but overall his performance is good. I will give it 7.5.
It's a 7 for me as well. I think first half he was amazing in the final.
है ना?
First was
Yeah.
amazing. I think second half में you could see this is a guy who hasn't played in a while. You could see that. So the fact that he's coming back from injury, खेला नहीं था बहुत time से. I'll give him a 7.
This is the
He
whole thing,
almost
right?
pulled a hamstring celebrating in the Netherlands game. I was
Exactly.
like, "तू ठीक रहा है, तू ठीक है."
Exactly. And this is what we talk about Luke Shaw, right? One of the best left backs in the world, but fit नहीं रहता. तो फिर वो-
In the world, Luke Shaw.
one of the best left back. When
In the
he's in
league
form,
बोल सकते हैं English league में.
one of the best top 10 में तो आ सकता है वर्ल्ड में easily. Top 5
Well,
में अगर in
he's
form
saying if he's one of the best in the league, then definitely in the Premier
in the
League.
world. Premier League is right.
चलो
है ना?
ठीक है, डन. चलो टॉप 5 में आई थिंक वर्ल्ड में तो अभी कंटेंशन में आएगा if he's fit.
आ सकता
No,
है.
I think.
If he's fit and playing 100%.
Very quickly मैं इसको एडिट कर दूंगा if required. टॉप 5 लेफ्ट बैक्स में कौन है by the way? I'm just thinking of the names. Alfonso Davies एक है, Nuno Mendes एक है, मान लो. Theo Hernandez एक है. Guardiola / Nathan Ake अगर बोलोगे तो.
Guardiola.
और कौन है? रियल का कौन है?
Mendy है.
मेंडी या फिर फ्रान है ना? फ्रान
Top
गार्सिया.
10 तो लुक शो आ सकता है आराम से.
टॉप 10 तो डेफिनेटली है.
top 10 आ सकता
है ना? टॉप 10 फेयर. तो ल्यूक शॉ को हम लोग दे रहे हैं कितने? 7.
डालने क्या? जिंचेंको ये मत
एडिट करना.
Cool, fair. एंडी रॉबर्टसन
डाई आउट कर गया थोड़ा सा. थोड़ा डाई आउट कर गया.
ठीक है. एंड राफेल गिरेरो करके भी है.
गुटेरेस भी आ रहा अभी.
गुटेरियस भी है.
जिरोना का.
Fair.
Link to us though.
तो ल्यूक शॉ को हम लोग दे रहे हैं 7, which is fair.
Luke Shaw is 7.
And the last player from United to feature in the Euros is Kobbie Mainoo.
For me, the best thing about Kobbie Mainoo is the basics. He does जैसे वो basics करता है at that age, at 18, 19, you don't want a player to be going out and doing crazy stuff, जो कि वो कर देता है कई बार, right? But majority of the game you'll see him being simple, doing the basics right. Man, the way he carries the ball, the confidence, amazing. Maturity, amazing. I mean, at times he don't come at me in the chat or comments, but I think at times he was looking better than Declan Rice, like the way he was carrying the ball.
He was.
And the maturity. Absolutely star in the making. We got to protect him at United. Usko media अभी बहुत हाइप कर रही है, राइट? सो एट द एंड ऑफ द डे 18-19 साल के बच्चे को
बच्चा है
इतना मीडिया हाइप कर रही है, उसको होता है कि मैं दे ट्राई टू डू समथिंग डिफरेंट, राइट? एंड आई जस्ट डोंट वांट हिम कि वो ऐसा कुछ ट्राई करे. कुछ डिफरेंट ट्राई मत कर. जस्ट डू द बेसिक्स व्हाट यू आर डूइंग एंड यू आर गोना बी एन अमेजिंग प्लेयर. फॉर रेटिंग 8.5 for me.
8.5. Okay.
First major tournament in a team full of very good players, superstars. और आपको पता है the pressure that England jersey carries. एक mistake in that position, you're very vulnerable. The position that he's playing. एक गलत पास गोल हो गया, it's all Kobbie Mainoo ने. बच्चा है.
Mediator है ना?
Yeah.
What is Kobbie Mainoo's best position you feel? Is he a 6? Is he a 8? क्या है क्या वो?
For me, he's a 6. For me, he's a 6.
Okay.
I just absolutely love the way he can just carry the ball, turn with it. बहुत confidence है उसमें.
Retain भी करता है ball, है ना? And as a 18-year-old, we saw him against Spain. We saw him against Netherlands. We saw him against Slovakia. How he retained the ball. Like दो या तीन player उसके पीछे लगे हुए थे, but still holding the ball at such an age, at like the physicality even. Like kudos. Like this is called composure, maturity, and balance.
Beyond his years. Yeah.
He can certainly like flourish a lot in 10, but मुझे लगता है 6. Given the fact that his ball carrying ability is like very good at such a young age, मुझे बोलना नहीं चाहिए, but it's like we got our own version of Frankie de Jong.
Frankie de Jong.
It's like that. No comparisons. Very
no. I'm gonna make one more comparison here. I'm gonna make one more comparison. He's the Pogba we lost.
Yeah.
Okay.
Kobbie Mainoo is the Pogba we lost. So there you go. If you come to my ratings, I'll give him a straight 8.5. Right. First tournament composure, age. He was player of the match in one of the games. So testament to his ability, right? Pass percentages up le lo. There's an argument that he was playing some safe passes, but he was also stopping a lot of attacks against in the Netherlands game. Once Netherlands scored, he actually made so many crucial interceptions that actually helped England maintain that pressure, right? He will flourish in a forward position a bit more advanced if you have a good track CDM that's tracking that, which means why we need Ugarte ASAP.
Yeah.
And not Casemiro playing that role, right? So there you go. So 8.5 for me. I think
Easily England's best player this tournament?
Easily. In terms of the consistency of the performances. I mean, he was the one who was not going bogged down by any pressure. Chill tha banda.
Best या फिर extremely critical अगर होगा तो definitely one of the top 2 players for England. I think
100%.
the other name would be Mark Gahey. I think उसका भी
Mark
अच्छा
Gahey was
tournament
very
रहा है.
good. Yeah.
तो 8.5 for Kobe Mino. तो Euros हो गया and last 2 players हैं for Copa. पहले let's get Garnacho का नाम out of the way. He played started one game and I think एक sub में आया. कितना rating दोगे? 6 would
हाँ मतलब वही दे सकते. 5
fair ही है, ज़्यादा
हाँ.
कुछ. And given his fascination and fondness of Ronaldo, उसके चक्कर में उसको मेसी के साथ खेलने को ज्यादा चांस नहीं मिलता है.
Actually, I think आगे उसके रैंक्स में डी मरिया वगैरह हैं. So you know.
Next World Cup he's the starter.
Yeah. Next World Cup he's gonna
start.
He's gonna establish himself. I'm hoping. तो तब तक he's gonna be a starter.
6 would you say? Fair.
6.
Okay. Let's talk about Licha. I need to talk about Licha.
Oh man. Wow, warrior. Legendary. क्या Copa America रहा है, man. Like, we saw the games. Oh man, like barring one mistake, उसका पूरा tournament इतना बढ़िया रहा है. And you see how Argentina performed, like hardly considered any goal. Like this is the Licha, a fit Licha we want. और भाई वो pinked passes दे रहे हैं, defense lines को break कर रहा है उसके passes, and still he was doing some tenacious tackles. I mean, this is the Licha that we
have you seen this version of Licha for United? Have you seen?
I've seen that in his first season.
First season with Varane.
We have seen that. We made Old Trafford a fortress.
That Varane Martinez centre back partnership, it's like it's
a fit.
Very
good Varane and Martinez partnership.
Exactly. That was like क्या बोलूं यार, it was good time.
It was good. It was the centre back pairing we needed, but barring that 7-0 thrashing against Liverpool, they were pretty decent. Yep. And this is the Martinez we have seen before. I think this is a better Martinez we are seeing now, a fit Martinez. And he's a different beast when he plays for Argentina. And this is the beast we want at United. I think he will deliver. He plays with passion. He loves United as a club. ETH loves him.
So rating bata.
9.5. Average भी कर रहा था 8.5 per game.
9 for me. Nothing less than 9, man. Like
9. And champions, man. Come on.
Champions, yeah. तो इसी के साथ this video has come to an end, guys. अगर आप लोग को पसंद आया ये वीडियो, do comment in the comment section और बताओ हम लोग को कि which United का player did really well. Is it Licha or is it Kobe Mino? या ratings हम लोग ने सही दिया या नहीं दिया? Please do let us know. And मिलते हैं soon, guys, in the next video. तब तक के लिए take care and cheers. Bye.